Hey guys, I'm Aliza. I am one of the astrologers here on the Cosmo Council, and this is your weekly horoscope. You need this now more than ever before. JK, you always need this. You need this every week for the rest of your f***ing life because is crazy. We are looking at the astrology for Monday, January 20th through Sunday, January 26th. Right on Monday, we have the sun moving into Aquarius. First thing is first, happy Aquarius season. This is your time to shine. You have been waiting all year for a chance and an excuse to be your weirdest, most eccentric self. Let's think about what this means at large. As the sun moves into Aquarius, everybody is going to start feeling a little bit more humanitarian, a little bit more philanthropic. So whether you are volunteering at an organization that is meaningful to you, or you're starting a blog to talk about the disgusting delis in your neighborhood, whatever it is, let the sun in Aquarius help motivate you. On Friday, January 24th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. So this is not an eclipse. So this new moon is actually going to feel very refreshing, because what happens during a normal new moon is that the sun and the moon occupy the same exact sign and the sky is completely dark. So we're all going to be feeling the beginning of a new lunar cycle, and what we're going to be really focusing on right now is looking inward, trusting our intuition, and setting intentions for the next 28 days ahead, which is going to be amazing. So now let us go and talk about all of the 12 signs of the zodiac and figure out how this week is going to be affecting each and every one of you guys. Let's start with you, Aries. You like to front like you're the tough guy. And I totally get it, because you are. You are a warrior, you are a powerful fire king, queen, creature. You're a fire creature. But things right now in your friend group, the changes, the drama, the gossip, it's actually starting to affect you. And right now is a really good time to create some ground rules. These changes that are happening are ultimately for the best, but they're not necessarily easy for you, and that is totally okay. So just be gentle with yourself and recognize that even though you are somebody who is fierce and powerful, that you are also very sensitive to your surroundings. These pivots are not working for you, and it's okay to create some guidelines so that you make your everyday a little bit more comfortable. Taurus, this is a very important week for you because you are about to find out that what you signed up for is not coming to fruition. Sorry, I know, it's crazy. You took a job under certain terms, you went into a relationship under certain terms, you took a class because you thought it was going to go a certain way, and it's not. And you hate change. You absolutely despise it, you can't handle it. So this isn't easy. No, there's an adjustment period that needs to happen, but it's totally cool. Give yourself time to get acclimated to your new environment, to these new conditions, and trust that what brought you there is not why you're going to stay. And that is really interesting to consider, is that the journey that you're taking actually sort of has a mind of its own. So just trust that you are moving in the right direction, you're on the right path. It may not be what you thought it was going to be, but that's totally cool. Gemini, it's now or never. You're realizing that in order for you to grow in the ways that you know you need to, you are going to need to leave people in the dust. And I don't mean that in like a bitchy, hard-ass way. Obviously, like, don't cut out your friends who are important to you, but if people are dragging you down, it may be time to let them go. I mean, not everybody is moving at the same pace as you. Not everybody cares about the same things that you do. And you are here to do something amazing. You are here to advance, to excel. You may need to reconsider your friend group. You may need to consider who you're in a relationship with. You may even have to surpass your family. Not easy, but very important stuff. Okay, Cancer, it is not Halloween, but there are ghosts absolutely everywhere. And you know what I'm talking about. All of these ghosts from your past are coming back. You are getting so many freaky text messages from people. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna ignore them? Are you gonna answer? Are you gonna go out to coffee with your ex? AKA, are you gonna end up sleeping with them again? No, you are not, because you are bigger and better and more together than you used to be. You are on top of your shit. So don't let the past come back and bite you in the ass. Leo, it is time for you to set some very, very, very firm boundaries. And these are really specifically going to be centered around, you guessed it, your relationships, your romantic ones. So with the sun moving into Aquarius, your opposite sign, and with the moon also moving into Aquarius, your opposite sign, we have the two luminaries activating your partnership zone. This is heavy, heavy, heavy relationship stuff. I don't know personally whether you are in a relationship, whether you're single, whether you're between relationship. Apply it to your unique conditions, of course. Know that there is a boundary that needs to be set right now. Perhaps you just need to simply get on the same page as your lover and make sure that you guys want the same things. Commitment, closure, whatever it is, just make sure that you are aligned. You don't have to do this overnight, but certainly by the end of the week, you're going to feel ready to take a stand. Virgo, productivity is your middle name. You love to be productive, you love to be functional, and you are starting to realize that you are wasting a lot of time and you are not happy about it. So what we are going to do this week is we are going to take back your time, and we are going to start to find opportunities for you to be creative, for you to apply to new jobs, for you to get your homework done throughout the day. It is important for you to recognize how you are spending this 24-hour cycle because it is yours. So just focus on the things that you want to achieve and what is important to you and make it work. Libra, right now I have very good news, which is that your talents are being appreciated. People are noticing you. People are noticing your ideas, people are noticing your amazing style, and people care. They want you to succeed, they want to elevate you, so lean into that. Speak up if you are in a conference, if you are in a meeting this week. This is an amazing time for you to raise your hand and say something that is on your mind because people are rooting for you. So this is a fabulous time for your confidence. This is a fabulous time for relationships. This is a fabulous time to get laid, frankly, because everybody thinks you're hot. And you are hot. You are the hottest, Libra. So own it. Okay, Scorpio, so you are the master of bottling up your emotions and then exploding. You are ready to fight. You are feeling angry. You are feeling tension. You are pissed the off at somebody. Rather than just let that stew in you, why don't you try, just an idea, to have a conversation and get it out of the way. Get it done before it reaches its breaking point. Just let it go without building up resentment, without flying off the handles, without getting super weird and putting rodents in somebody's drawer. We don't want to see that version of you, Scorpio. It's not cute. We're over it. Sagittarius, you have so much on your mind. I love it. We all love it. But for you, we are actually going to practice writing letters to people that we don't send. So this week, I want you to carve out some time to sit down with your thoughts and to write a 6, 8, 20-page letter. It could be on paper, it could be in your phone, whatever it is, get it, everything that you need to say out. But do not send it. There is no reason to text somebody 60 times. You know what I'm talking about. There is no reason that everybody needs to hear every single thought that is on your mind at every single moment. I'm just gonna leave that there for a moment. Capricorn, you are great with money, with saving it. You judge other people based on it. I get it, you're obsessed with it. But this week, actually, you need to make sure that you are holding on to your money. Remember last week when I told you to buy something for yourself and to splurge? Well, you overdid it. Just stop. You've gone too far. It is time to rein it in. You treated yourself, you got yourself the thing that you deserve, but now it's going to bite you in the ass. But don't let it bite you in the ass. Don't make this something where you end up putting yourself in a bad financial position because you are going too crazy, buying too many pieces of Louis Vuitton furniture. I don't know if Louis Vuitton makes furniture, but you get the idea. Aquarius, it is your birthday season. You are officially allowed to do whatever you want, within reason, of course. But in the spirit of that, go and get a haircut. Go and buy some new looks for yourself. This is an amazing week for you to treat yourself to yourself, for you to own who you are in fun and fabulous ways. So I am excited for you, especially for this new moon, because this is the only new moon that you have in your sign throughout all of 2020, to really look at yourself and set intentions for what you want to accomplish for the year ahead. So this is an amazing time for you to reflect on who you are, who you want to be your own best friend this week. So Pisces, you are chill. You are so very chill that people don't even know how much you feel on a regular basis. This week, I'm gonna need you to just keep your cool. I know that you are getting to the breaking point where you feel like you just need to say something, you need to do something, that you are getting so worked up, you're miserable, but just try to keep it together, because during a new moon, which is what we have towards the end of the week, you're not going to be able to see clearly. Remember, there is no nocturnal illumination during a new moon. The sky is completely dark. This is not a good time to take action. The reason is because it's dark. You're going to bang into something. So I know that you are so close to just like throwing in the towel. That sounds so depressing, but don't. Just keep it together for just a little bit longer. And I promise by the next full moon in just 2 weeks, you are going to have so much more clarity. You're going to feel so much better. Things are going to make so much more sense. And now for my favorite time, we are going to be reading one of your questions. So this is from Nastia, who writes, "Can you please tell something about rising signs and how it affects us? Sometimes I think it can really describe a person." You are well on your way to become an amazing astrologer, Nastia, because the rising sign does give us so much information about who someone is. So the rising sign is calculated very specifically to the exact time that you were born. So if you don't know your exact birth time, you're not going to be able to get an accurate rising sign. But if you do know your birth time, you're going to be able to find out what sign was coming up in the eastern horizon at your exact moment of birth. And why this is meaningful is we can imagine this as almost like Fantasia imagery. Whatever sign it was coming over the horizon is going to blanket your entire world. So it's going to show what your perspective on reality is. I remember when I was a little BB astrologer, I used to read that the rising sign was a reflection of how people see you, the mask you wear in public. I do not think this is true. I think that the rising sign more accurately describes how you see things. Obviously, the way that you see things is going to influence how other people see you. If you are a Cancer rising and you see the world as a place where you always need to be expressing, nurturing, you need to be supported, you are looking for support, people are gonna see that in you. If you are an Aries rising who is like always running a race, who is always competing against something, obviously people are gonna see that in you. It's not necessarily that you are going to be an Aries and not your sun sign, because your sun sign is also a huge part of your cosmic profile, but your rising sign is going to show how you visualize all of your surroundings and how you move forward in them. Another really important thing with the rising sign is that it shows us your timing. So if you work with an astrologer and you try to figure out, is this gonna be a good money year, is this a good love year, whatever it is, it's the rising sign that provides that information more than the sun sign. Remember, the sun sign is based on your date of birth. The rising is specific to the time, which gives us a lot of information about when your cycles begin and end. Okay, so this is our week ahead. Good luck, everybody. I believe in you. Please leave your questions below. I'm going to read all of them, so be nice. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell, and do it all. I love you. Can't wait to see you next week.